Thank y'all for being here. I'll start us off with a quick statement, and just want to say big win at home for the Golden Bulls. I don't know. I know Herb, you're the historian, but I don't know when there was a team that was higher ranked or with as much Division II banner that came as Valdosta State. Definitely want to say one of the bigger wins at JCSU has to be. But it was an earned win. I'm so proud of our young men. Got off to a slow start, just couldn't get out of our own way, but very proud of our resiliency on offense, on defense, special teams, and it was a total. When you say a team win, this was a team win. Defense stepped up big, offense made plays when they had to, and then really showed our resilience by how, just having several things happen and bouncing back. That's the sign of a quality team. You really would have to say that it does, because Valdosta State's won national championships. Valdosta State is coming off of a national championship game appearance. Virginia Union, man, nothing but respect for Coach Dr. Alvin Parker and what he does, back-to-back CIAA champions, and then to go to the third round. That's HBCUs haven't done that on a regular basis, so they've definitely set a doggone bar for everyone to chase. But to have an opportunity to first off play, and it's amazing how the game came about, to play Valdosta State, and then also to play them on our campus was major. And so I would say this win in 2025 is bigger than the win that we had against Union in 2024. Even though Union was ranked high, I want to say like number 13 at that time when they came in, but because of Valdosta State's championships and who they are, this one's a bigger one. What this does for our program, really, it just gives us more validation of what we said we wanted to do and what we wanted to build. We said we wanted to be a Division II team that can go to the playoffs and have an opportunity to compete in the playoffs. We didn't just want to set our goals on winning a CIAA championship and that be it. We want to do more than win a CIAA championship. So to even think like that and to think that you can have an opportunity to win in the playoffs, you need to beat teams that have been in the playoffs. Valdosta State University is a team that stays in the playoffs. They're a regular in the Division II playoffs. And Virginia Union, for everything that they did, yes, they're a conference opponent, but again, we haven't got a chance to match up against Super Region 2 big boys. And we had an opportunity today, and we were fortunate enough to come out on the winning side. We played without Brevin Caldwell, All-American wide receiver. We played without Lamone Hill, first team All-CIAA defensive end in concussion protocol. We lost Crouch early for a targeting call. What it says is, when we've said this all year, is that we said that this is the most talented roster that we've had since we've been here. We've got guys that are stepping up, guys that we don't bat an eye when a guy goes down, because it's opportunity. And also says what we say in our program, it's competition. We're going to compete every day, and it's the young men's job for us to have confidence in them to play them. KD went out. We didn't bat an eye at the quarterback that went in. Andrew Atmore, outstanding quarterback out of Greensboro Dudley, and transferred to us from Lenore Rhine. So it's a team effort, and that really is true for us. Our entire roster has to be ready. Last year, when the season ended, what I could say about our team is I thought what you would call a front runner. A front runner is someone that's comfortable only when they're ahead, but when adversity strikes, you don't know how they're going to act. Well, we've said since the season was over last year, through off season and then through the summer and through training camp, that this team was a better team than last year's team. We felt like we're mentally stronger, mentally tougher, because we've been through some of the things last year. And then the additions that we had, quarterback Kelvin Durham, we add him. Here's a quarterback that's a winner. He's the all-time leading passer in Fort Valley State history, and he did that in 3 years. And here we go. He's a calm, cool, collective guy. So when you add that piece to the puzzle, to everything else, is just, we got a mature group of young men. To go down 10-0, and you know what? You could have said that, like somebody just said, hey, there they go again, or Valdosta State is that good. They're that good. That's why they're up 10-0. They're a doggone top-level team, and we could have folded, but we didn't. We didn't. We fought hard, showed resiliency, showed mental toughness, showed physical toughness, and just a lot of confidence. Showed confidence that we felt like we could win at any point. I mean, we went up 2 scores. They scored on that long pass when the new quarterback came in, gave them all types of momentum. Ebbs and flows the game. Ebbs and flows of the game. We did not bat an eye. Ended up scoring a couple drives later, and then the last one with the dagger on the boot. Just so proud of our young men. But this guy right here, I said it before we started playing games. I said we haven't seen the best of Kelvin Durham yet because he's a competitor. He competes. In practice, you can't really see it because they're not hitting the quarterback, and you're keeping the score, but you're not in practice. But what I know from him, when I recruited him out of high school, Miami South Dade, and he got a chance to get on campus at Fort Valley, he had something different in the way that he competed. He wants to win, and he wants everyone around him to win and play at a high level. Early first quarter, I want to say probably first drive, he missed a wide open touchdown. And I'm ready to get it. And he looks me in the eye and he says, "I got it, coach. I'll get it back." And I'm like, I need more than that.
That's the same when he missed to the receiver number 0.
Number 0, yes. And so, but just that's who he is. That's what he brings to us. But he competes and he's contagious. Interception and the run back, and we didn't do anything with it when he ran it all the way back on offense. We didn't finish that drive. Ronte Dunbar is an all-CIAA performer from Lincoln University. Ronte is from New York, and what I've told Ronte, you look at our roster, we have North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. Those are our hot states. And Ronte's from New York, and I told her, I said, we don't recruit New Yorkers too much, Ronte. We're not sure they know how to play football when it's cold at. And so, but he has come into us, and boy, we played against him for 2 years. In 22, Ronte, our first year when they beat us in the field goal walking off, Ronte Dunbar we had a receiver that was all conference, Reggie Bryant, and Ronte, he doesn't talk much, but he said something to me in the first quarter. He said, "Coach, I'm all CIAA just like your receiver." That's all he said, and he locked that side of the field down. We went up there the next year in 23. He locked that side of the field down. When he went into the transfer portal, we jumped him, and we're very fortunate to have him. Hard worker. He's a grad. He's already got his degree, and I'm just so glad he's with us because he's got an outstanding work ethic. But what I'll say about Ronte is just I told him in practice one day, Brevin. He covered Brevin really good on him. Brevin was a primary, and he locked Brevin up. And later on in that same practice, Brevin beat him on a double move. And I told Ronte, I said, "I've been waiting 3 years to beat you on something, and we got you." And but it's good, great competition in practice, but outstanding addition to us. And what he's doing, we're not surprised, Ronte. He's an all-CIAA performer, and he's performing the way that his accolades say he should.
First and foremost, I just want to give thanks to God because a lot of things went down, and none of this would be possible without God. Secondly, I want to thank my coaches, my teammates. I didn't start the game how I wanted to, but they kept me encouraged and uplifted and let me know they had my back. And this was a big win for us, and we were all excited. We already knew what to do throughout the week. We just had to put it all together, and we all put it together and came out victorious.
You scored that one touchdown that put you guys up. You kind of covered your ears there for a minute. You came out of the end zone. What was that about? Like, was that something you were trying to tell people? Just the noise, I can't hear it.
Yeah, just blocking everything out and focus on the game. Keep the main thing the main thing.
And then how did that help you go out there and do that and win this game for the team?
It helped me just relax and knowing that my coaches and my teammates, they all have my back. And I just have to do my job, not play hero ball, not do anything too much more, anything less, just do what I'm asked to do. And that's what I did today. Now, it was lovely, really. Being here is new to me, just experience with the crowd and how the team operates on game day. So at first I was a little confused of what to go on, but as the game went on, my teammates kept me composed, my coaches kept me composed, and we just went with the flow of the game.
And what's it been like for you to be a Golden Bull? I pop up on y'all a lot, and I get to see, that chemistry building. Just what's it been like being here around this group of guys that's, a really solid set kind of family atmosphere?
It's been amazing. Since my first day here, as soon as I committed, all the receivers text me, ready to get some work when I come up here. And then, like I said, the coaching staff, my teammates, they're a great support. I'm a far away from home right now, but They make me feel like I'm at home always. Whatever I need, they're there to help me on and off the field. So I feel like it's my opportunity to do what I got to do on and off the field as well. Yes, sir. This is definitely one of the best teams I've been played against. But one thing I've told my teammates, it's a reason for everything. There's a reason why this team has this game this year, and to take advantage of it. We're talented. We know we're talented. Now it's time to show the world how talented we are. And that was the biggest message I tried to get to my teammates.
There's no doubting who the team is that we just played. And you heard KD talk about we're going to celebrate it. We're going to celebrate this one. But our guys know, we've talked about it since the summer. Well, really longer than that. You could probably go back and see a couple interviews when the schedule came out. We said next week was the one that we worry about. And that's the opportunity to have a letdown game in Elizabeth City, because our first game of the season was in Boston with all of that hoorah going on with the Essence Classic, major national TV. Now you have doggone Valdosta State, big time opponent, get that win. Now you have to go to Elizabeth City and play your only opponent that's going to be on grass after coming off 2 big weeks. This is the opportunity for us to have a letdown. And so we're going to celebrate this one, but we're going to get back to work. You heard what he said. They organize a run. Sunday's their off day. We don't do anything Sunday organized, but they feel like they need to run a little bit. Hey, we got a focus group of young men. Well, we're not going to say other teams should be fearful, but what we want them to know, though, is that, with Golden Bulls, we want to play a good brand of football. And if we don't hurt ourselves, we should have a chance to win against most every Division II team we're going to play. And this right here is going to go a long way. If you're playing just CIAA teams, and CIAA has gotten so tough, top to bottom. There's no easy games in the CIAA. So if you can compete in the CIAA, if you look at what the CIAA has done in the playoffs and things and doing well, if you play good in the CIAA, you're going to play good throughout Division II. And so, but it always helps when you can go outside of your conference and do well. And that's what we did today.
It's been amazing, just being with Coach Flowers, the guy who played this position at this very school. Every question I have, he has the answer for. So I just feel like this is the best position I could have been in as a college quarterback.